560. The Answer.
After looking at the news, which is compartmentalized for a very specific reason, and that specific reason is the Democrat fiefdoms are stealing themselves tens of billions and billions and billions, all being stolen from the American people. $5 trillion in total. We can't trace, have no fracking idea where it is.
$5 trillion in payments that are untraceable.
There are tens of millions of illegal aliens that are getting everything from food stamps to housing to Social Security. And it's really very upsetting.
Our American ancestors did not shed their blood at Concord and Trenton, Gettysburg and Shiloh, Midway and Normandy, just so that a band of thieves, radicals, and lunatics could come in and loot and pillage our nation. Our heroes died to win, build, and to save, and to build truly a great country, the greatest country ever in the world.
And so many of the scum that run for office are there to steal and to misuse government and to turn it into a leviathan that targets decent people.
The man President Obama fired as acting head of the IRS apologized to lawmakers for the agency's targeting of conservative groups during the 2012 election campaign yesterday. He then faced a barrage of questions. Margaret Brennan is on Capitol Hill with more. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning to you, Anthony. And congressional Republicans say they are not done investigating why the IRS targeted conservative groups.
Here's my question. Why didn't they target illegal alien scum and temporary protected status scum who are here stealing our money in an insane way? It's insane excuses. Adult daycare. Who the frack even knew that this existed, let alone one flim-flam company, fraud company, with a moron that can't even speak English? Somehow it's 7,000 registered patients out of a one room.
And how come you guys are the daycare that receives the most amount of money here in Flushing, Queens?
We have a lot of members.
How many members do you guys have?
I don't have to tell you.
Because here it says you guys have 7,899.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, it's actually from the public databases of CMS and HHS.
You know what Long Duck Dong had on during this, Squirrel? Do you have any idea what he had on?
What was he wearing? Well, he was wearing a red Argyle sweater and tan trousers and red shoes. No, he's not retarded.
No, we are. We are. As we let this one scumbag steal how many tens of millions of dollars?
Tell you the number.
But this place doesn't look like it can hold 7,000 people.
Can I have an ID or something? You're asking me some about.
Well, this is public information because it's public tax dollars that you guys are receiving.
I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah, but do you guys have 7,000 members, for instance?
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
Okay, well, that's what it says. You have 7,899 in 2024, and then.
No.
So that's not true?
7,000?
Yeah. So you guys overbilled?
Well, that's what we're paying for. Something wrong. Scott Willowbrook.
Sean, how you doing tonight?
I'm a little aggravated, but I'll live. How are you?
Well, I saw that video yesterday. He got that guy to admit the fraud right there in the video, just right there with that number when he was like, "Oh, I'm so fraud, I don't even know the numbers I put down."
Where was his ancestors building the country? Where's the legacy of generational taxpayers in that scumbag's family?
Exactly.
That's why they went right to a Democrat sanctuary area. That's where the stealing is good. Go ahead.
Right. So, you've talked in the past about, give me my Social Security now. And I've been thinking about that a little bit, and I want to throw an idea by you. And maybe this would be a good way to make things right. Trump's doing some things with currency. He's supposed to be having some, announcements down the road. Not sure what the complete plan is, but wouldn't it be nice if maybe he came up with this idea where if you want to take your Social Security out now and put it in these things, we're going to let you do it with the money that you worked for and allow these people to have their money to do these things. I just think it'd be a great time for him to do it. It seems like he's trying to offer to the Americans a great time to invest their money, you know. And it would also take, at the same time, it would also take that money out of their hands where they can't play with it anymore.
Well, there is no money. You know, that's the dirty little secret. And you put them in the corner and you make them admit that they stole the fracking money, that the whole thing's a lie in the first place. So there is no money to give anybody back. And then the other thing, I know I love what you're doing because you're doing that thing my mom used to do, where you give the benefit of the doubt and, oh, they're good people. No, they stole the money. They've been stealing it since it was created, number one. And then, you know, the whole thing is, I'm an adult. You know, this is the other problem we have in America. We start to talk like we're kids, right? We're all, oh, well, I'll do this if you do that. It's my franking money. I ain't asking you for a favor, scumbag. I'm telling you, give me what you took from me. That's all. I ain't asking. I don't want to play hopscotch or that song that we hear at the Italian weddings. Put your left foot in, take your left foot out, turn it all about. I don't want to do any of that. It's my money and my company's money. Give it to me. And you know what they do, Scott? They take guys like I was 99% of my life. This is the first job I ever had. And if you're in business for yourself, they give you a self-employment tax. Ooh, what's that? That's where they steal more money on top of you. Where's that fracking money? Right. Oh, it goes for your Social Security. Right. They're stealing. They keep you down, right? And then what's the tax for being a scumbag, illegal alien, or temporary protected status who was overbilling Medicare for 7,000 people that don't exist? Nothing. There is no penalty to be a scumbag. So it's about time. I'm done negotiating with you. Here's the deal. You're going to give me the fracking money back, or you're going to wish you did. End of the story. That's it. End of the story.
But that would be a great way to do it, though, I think. You know, that would be a great avenue to force that to happen.
You know what else it'll show? Just like everywhere we've ever talked about, there's only a third of us that even paid a fracking tax. That's it. 2/3 are suck-ons. And that's what you have to expose. And the new suck-ons, they're dangerous and they're dirty and they don't know how to drive. That's why they're killing our kids. Thank you very much, Scott. It's true, Squirrel. Very aggravating. And then the ones that don't kill our kids with driving, like that scum that killed the 21-year-old soccer player. Boy, that's an aggravating story. But it's no more aggravating than that beautiful Abrams girl that was killed and her friend. I'll tell you, when you look at the kind of scoundrels that molest our kids, seem to be importing a lot of scum.
In Vang's case, I would state this, that I can find no reason how Minnesota will be safer or better if Mr. Vang is deported to a country he has not been to since he was a child.
That's why that 10-year-old girl, it's a shame she didn't have one relative like me. Because I think we're done pretending they're going to prosecute the scum. In case you're not watching, illegal aliens in all Democrat areas have the run of the joint. They can rape our kids.
New at 11, a Hampshire man is accused of snatching a 9-year-old girl off her bike and sexually assaulting her. Police say
somebody kill that son of a pig. Or they can just kill him when they pretend to be truck drivers.
Beksud Azwarov, the truck driver who fatally rear-ended 21-year-old college soccer player Toby Forsyth. Now, he did present his CDL to authorities at that crash site over the weekend. But how did he obtain that CDL?
Illegitimately. Can you kill him? That's why you got to live in a state that kills the scumbags.